A dock dispute in this beautiful Southwest Florida waterfront neighborhood in Fort Myers. One property owner says another homeowner's dock expansion is putting the squeeze on how he can get his boat in and out of his own dock. So what are your rights in this kind of situation? 4 in Your Corner's Jasmine Miner working to get you that answer. She's visiting the neighborhood where it's all going down and also checking Lee County's rules on this. Jasmine?
Patrick, imagine having your driveway built so close to your next door neighbors that the only way you could get out your car was to drive over their property. Well, that's what 2 neighbors are dealing with right now. Instead of a driveway, it's out on the water. And getting it fixed might come at a hefty price. In his cowboy boots, Earl Habley walks his dock, which no longer houses his boat. He feels his neighbor's dock project is denying him something most dock owners would expect.
I believe I have a right to get my boat out to the water.
Earl tells me his neighbor Michael's decision to expand his dock will block Earl's pathway to get his boat out on the water.
Visualize from that pole there another 7 feet, and that's where the extension of his boat is going to be.
So I asked his neighbor Michael about it. He tells me his dock is already in compliance with county code. And this permit shows his expansion is too.
My proposed marine improvements are in compliance as well. Otherwise, I don't think the county would have issued a permit.
He says the problem is with Earl's dock and another neighbor's.
My 2 neighboring docks are not built to that correct code.
Michael tells me he even reached out to Earl and the other neighbor 6 months ago to give them a heads up that they might want to modify their docks to bring them into county compliance. But Earl says that could cost up to $20,000. And there's another problem.
If I ever try to use my slip and revise my slip, then I have to hit my other neighbor's going to have to move his slip.
He says that domino effect would continue with even more dock owners and believes the county isn't aware of that.
I think they should physically be here to see the results of what's happening.
He claims he's still unclear on where the county stands.
I'd just like to know which is right, which is wrong.
So I checked the rules and regulations on Lee County's code enforcement website. It syncs up with what Michael says. As long as he's building on his own property, legally he's doing nothing wrong. Michael says it's up to the house buyer to make sure the dock that comes with the house was built correctly in the first place.
If he had done his homework on the front end and looked at where that dock was built, he would have seen, hey, maybe we're going to have an issue down the line.
I've reached out to the county to see if they plan on doing anything about the issue, but a spokesperson said they should be getting back to me come Monday. Live in the studio, Jasmine Miner, Fox 4 in Your Corner.
All right, thank you, Jasmine.